Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and needy.
Who will be there to defend Alabama's poor and fatherless? Who can do justice to the afflicted and needy?
I lived outside of Montgomery in a little town called Hope Hull, in the back of a beer joint with my mother, father, and brother. When I turned 5, I can remember waking up one day and my mother was gone. At the age of 6, my father got shot. My uncle got custody of us right after my dad died, and I lived with him. It was probably about 6 months. And then he was too old to take care of us. Pastor across the road called him and gave him the name to the children's home in Troy. And in March of 1979, we moved there. There was never a dull moment. You always had kids, brothers and sisters, action going on. We had activities director, we had a pool, we went to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, morning, night. But as I grew up and graduated from there and got older is when I really realized that the way they shaped me and molded me made me who I am now. Year 2000, I met a guy named Terry Armstrong. I went to church with him, met him, and we got married. And then January 20th of 2004, we had a beautiful baby boy named Dalton Michael Armstrong. Everything was going good. I had a family, wonderful husband, a wonderful son. And then Easter Sunday of 2007, everything was good. We got up, went to church, came home out of the blue. Very, very, very tragic. My husband committed suicide right there in front of me in Dalton. That's when life, hit at the hardest, and that's where I thought that I didn't have any family, no friends, anybody. And during the funeral arrangements, there was a man there that came up to me. He helped with Terry's funeral arrangements. His name was Bob Murdoch, and gave me a card and talked to me after the funeral. And he said, have you ever considered counseling? Do you have anybody to go to? You don't have family, you're telling me, why don't you call these people and they will help you. So I looked at the card and I looked back up at him, and tears just streamed down my face. It had on the card Alabama Baptist Children's Home. I told him it was God sent, because that's where I was raised at. And then he had tears in his eyes. He was like, what? And I said, yes, that is my actual family. That's where I was raised, 1st grade through 12th grade. The Children's Home has a counseling program there, so Dalton went there, I went there, and from that day forward, they're still in my life now because of what they've installed in me and planted that seed that I've become a good mother. I can provide for me and my son. I now provide and take care of my mother that left me when I was a child, so they've installed all that in me that I probably would have never been the kind of person I am now.
Alabama Baptist Children's Homes and Family Ministries has done the same for countless others as we carry out our purpose of protecting, nurturing, and restoring children and families through Christ-centered services. We are a statewide ministry offering homes for children, foster homes, and homes for mothers with children through regional offices in Birmingham, Decatur, Dothan, Mobile, and Oxford. We also have more than 30 Pathways professional counseling offices across the state, and we provide training on child and family issues. This incredible ministry would not be possible without the generous donations we receive during our annual Children's Homes offering. In 2009, your gifts helped provide housing for 66 mothers and children through our Family Care Program, food, housing, and clothing for 330 children, and counseling for 2,654 families and individuals. Also in 2009, there were 23 professions of faith from children in our care. This year, please continue to help Alabama's children and families in need by being a part of this important ministry to better the lives of all God's children.
I would like to thank the Alabama Baptist Children's Homes for giving me a home when I had none. I'd like to thank the Children's Home for restoring my life and building hope in me when I had none.
Alabama Baptist Children's Homes and Family Ministries, building hope, restoring life.